break from vlogging. I had some PTSD after my camera got stolen, whatever. But I filmed some clips on my phone. I don't even remember what I talked about. So this is just the intro. I'm gonna drop those random clips and then I will close it out at the end. It is May 5th. Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. I didn't even realize. I'm training in the garage today, just doing some legs. I normally rest on Tuesdays, but after my birthday this weekend, I just am traveling and all the things, and I'm getting ready to move. I was just like, I just need to sweat today. So that's the goal, working out in the garage. I am sweating. So I am gonna clip those together. The good news is I have a new vlog camera. I got it for my birthday, so we will be back in business on the Osmo, but I wanted to just try to wrap this video up of the last few weeks of my life. We are less than 4 weeks out from Legions, and I kind of took a break after Arnold UK. So I'm just gonna try to fill in the gaps from 9 weeks out to 4 weeks out. Arnold Classic UK hoodie. We are here at LA Fitness. I'm sipping on my Dutch Brothers. Truly at this point, they should be sponsoring my prep. Like, they are keeping me in business. Weekend so far, I did a little bit of routine practice yesterday. Not a ton. My body just is still kind of recovering from, like, that's obviously just like the peak. The stage in UK was so hard. And then just all the travel, the lack of sleep, sitting on the plane on the way back, like getting the delayed, like, I never really have back pain, and my low back has been hurting, and I'm just like, it didn't really hurt until I was on the plane for so long. So I was just like doing all the things this morning in my recovery boots, had heat on my back, had ice on my arm, just trying to get myself to recover. We're here at LA Fitness. I'm gonna work on routine a bit today. I'm not necessarily gonna be trying to run full outs right now, but I made some tweaks yesterday, so I wanna revisit those tweaks and then maybe just run it in halves. Like, I don't need to be pounding my body right now, but I also don't want to let my endurance go. So that's the plan for today. Then I have about 30 minutes of cardio. It is Easter, but I don't really have any plans for today. I'm waiting to hear back from my dad. I might just stop by his house when I leave the gym because I'm already up in McKinney. But just with all the travel and getting caught up on work, and I'm at the very end of a class, I just really needed this weekend to like just reset. Like, so much has been going on. Obviously the international travel, the time change, the flights, getting caught up at work. I'm in a class I need to schedule my last test for my last designation, not my last designation, but it's my last class for my next designation for Chartered Life Underwriter. So I'd really like I have to sit for the test by May 11th. So I'm just trying to get those pieces wrapped up so I can start studying my practice tests. So I've been working on a practice test this weekend. I have a YouTube video I need to get uploaded. I'd like to get some more stuff done for work today. Maybe get into QuickBooks and do some things, but we will see. It's already 12:30. And I'm just moving at a leisurely pace this morning. Just trying to give myself time to catch back up on everything, feel good about everything. There's just so many moving parts in life right now. Before I left, I did find an apartment that I'll be moving to in June. So I submitted my application, so I'm waiting to hear back on that. And I think that's really all. This week is homecoming week for Better Bodies Gas. They have the Better Bodies Classic on Friday, Saturday, so it's a natural on Friday, and then just the regular show on Saturday. I'm not going to be able to go to as many events this week as I did last year, just because I still am getting caught up at work and I just can't leave work in the middle of the day. Last year I didn't have these shows, I didn't compete at the Arnolds, and I was able to sneak away a little bit more, but I will be going to the homecoming dinner on Thursday, so I'll be able to see some people then. And that's about the extent of what I'm going to be able to do. And then Saturday, I'm going to be heading down to Austin. I'm going to go see George Strait. So I'm super excited about that. I've seen him once before in Vegas, king of country music. Just super reminiscent of like my childhood, 90s country. I love it. He's still just so good, and I'm excited about that. And I'll come back on Sunday, so it's just one night, nothing crazy. I have been starting to pack and just still trying to declutter my life, putting stuff in storage at my dad's storage unit just to make the move easy when it comes. My Osmo got stolen. Like, I know it did because I'm so type A. Like, I don't lose my stuff. Like, so I'm super bummed about that, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to not focus on it, but that's hard when you're type A and you never, like, I know where everything is. That's just my personality. So I'm going to be recording on my phone for the time being. I will get a new camera, but I'm just trying to mourn the loss of my camera. And people keep telling me that another one's coming out, so maybe I should wait. But the one that's coming out is like not the handheld. Like, I need the handheld. I prefer it. I like it. It just makes everything easier. But at least I have the app on my phone now from the Osmo, so it does make editing a little bit easier. So that's kind of where everything is at. We are little less than 8 weeks out from Legions. Checked in with Justin this morning for the first time, like post show. We were happy just with kind of how I handled the travel. Obviously, I wasn't sticking to a strict plan. I was still doing my movement, getting a lot of steps in. I really ate whatever I wanted, but I just kind of, for myself, like, I wasn't force feeding myself and I wasn't eating when I wasn't hungry. So when I was walking around, when I got hungry, I would get a sandwich, I would get a pastry, we'd keep walking around, keep doing the shopping, that kind of stuff. And obviously I had snacks and stuff like cheeses and chocolates and macaroons and all the things. But overall, there was so much movement and all that kind of stuff. I think where I could have been a little bit better was with my sleep and with my water. But it's just a little bit hard. Like, Europe is different. Like, it's not like water is everywhere the way it is in the States. Like, I feel like every time you turn around in the States, there's somewhere to fill up your water. It's just not like that over there. Even like in the hotel rooms, like they give you like a craft thing to fill up water, or they were bringing like bottles of like tap water. And like they would give you like 1 liter of water for the whole day. And I'm like, I need that for breakfast. I drink like, I'm pretty close to 7 liters of water a day. So my body was just kind of like aching for some water. And obviously I was drinking alcohol and things like that, like not getting, you know, crazy, but like drinks with dinner, after dinner drinks, that kind of thing. I don't regret any of it because how often do you get to go to Europe? So, well, now I'm going to get to go next year because they're doing Arnold UK again, and I was in the top 3, so I believe part of my, trip is going to be paid for. So, we are going to finish this coffee, get in there, start stretching, work through the changes that I brainstormed yesterday and just see if I can smooth some of it out. And then if I can just run it in halves today, I'll be pretty happy. And then kind of my plan for this is like run it in halves today. I'll probably do like a little bit of endurance stuff. And then next weekend, run it in 3/4, 7 weeks out. Like, I'll have so much time to work on my endurance. But right now, I need to give my joints just a little bit of a break. I don't have enough time to completely like pull off and like let them rest. But I do need to give them a little bit of time. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to get moving once I get this coffee down. So, one of my favorite things. I love a sugar-free Golden Eagle, but when I see them put in this much coffee and this much milk, it's hard for me to do that. So I like to do a large cold brew, light ice, extra shot of espresso, coconut milk, sugar-free white chocolate, extra sweet. And today I did 2 Splenda just because I needed a little treat, a little something extra sweet. But normally I just do the sugar-free white chocolate extra sweet and it does the job. But coming off of all the sugar in Europe, I've noticed a little bit of sugar withdrawal. So I needed something to just trick my brain for today. It is Easter and I will be sticking to my diet. So this is my little Easter treat. Dutch Brothers, sponsor me. I have not yippity-yapped in a while. Oh God, I cannot believe. What's today? The 16th of April? Not so. Okay, so we are 6.5 weeks out from Legion Sports Fest. Post Europe. Definitely enjoyed myself, or not post-Europe, in Europe, enjoyed myself. I think I mentioned that in the last video. I cannot remember because it's been so long since I chit-chatted. Came back from Europe, a lot of playing catch up at work, sleep, recovery, unpacking, laundry. Came back, just chaos, you know what I mean? I have been working on the changes to my routine. I haven't been pushing it super hard just because I'm really having some nagging joint pain in my left knee and my left elbow. So just trying to deal with that as best as I can. Then came back. I went to George Strait down in Austin, got a free meal. It was just nice to be able to be present and enjoy. Came back, and then it was just like a day trip, like went down Saturday, came back Sunday, but you're spending about 7 hours in the car during that time. So it felt like a very quick trip, but I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love George Strait. I love country music, and I've seen him once before. So to be able to see him again was just awesome, because at his age, who knows how long he's going to be touring for. So that's kind of routine update, life update. Nutrition, for the most part, we had increased my food not quite a bit, but like I wasn't starving, but I wasn't like hungry. I still had an appetite and stuff, but I think we pulled out all my stimulants for a while, and that's what was causing me to have like more fatigue. But my adrenals needed it. Like, this is going to be a long season for me. Like, we started in December, we did both the Arnold, we had this 9-week gap until Legions, and then if I qualify at Legions, May to September is Olympia time. So we'll be able to like back off the gas a little bit, but not too much. So it's like I'm gonna get some freedom back, but I don't really get time off. So checked in yesterday. We made some changes. Food's going back down, cardio is going up, a little bit of stimulants are going in. So those are the changes that we made. For nutrition, training really hasn't changed for me. I do a 4-day split, 2-day routine. I took an extra day off last week just because of my joints and the concert and all the chaos, but I still did cardio that day, so that was good. Today, I'm gonna be training legs. So I'm here at Destination. I'm gonna get started here in just a few minutes. With legs, I've actually recently been trying knee wraps on my knees. I had knee sleeves, and everyone was trying to mansplain to me how to get knee sleeves on, but it's just very, very hard for me because my joints are very, very small compared to my muscle bellies, and my calves are pretty big. So, not a humble brag here, but like, I don't need a man to try to mansplain knee sleeves to me. Like, I know how to put them on, but size-wise, it's like, it's just such a hassle every time I have to do it. So, my left knee definitely needs some support on leg days so that I don't keep like going through this cycle of like wearing it out with routine, wearing it out on leg day, and then just kind of always having this pain. So if I feel like if I can take some of the pressure off on leg day, it will allow me more time to recover and hopefully have less pain. That's the goal. So last week was the first week that I had them. I'm still trying to like figure out, you know, the placement of like what feels the best. But overall, I was less sore the next day in my knee. So that's the goal. And it's like weird because it's not the front of my knee. What was it, like 16 weeks out or something from Arnold? No. How close was I? I don't remember. I sprained my knee, and I've had surgery on both my knees. Both my meniscus have been resected. There's fraying in my knee, and I never took time off. So like, it's not like the sprain has gotten that much better. It's gotten more manageable, but there's inflammation back there. There's a sprain, a lingering sprain. There's fraying in the meniscus. So it's just like, it is what it is. Like, what am I going to do? Retire? No. But, yeah, so that's training, nutrition, routine. I cannot believe it's the middle of April. End of the month. Oh, I'm headed to Pennsylvania this weekend for work, so I'm going to leave Saturday night, come back Friday morning. I wanted to try to capitalize on my routine practice time here just because it's a little bit harder to get it done over there. So I'll be able to practice this Saturday, which is my normal practice day. Sunday, I'll see if I can get over into their aerobic room, and then I'll be back next weekend to be able to practice. And then I have an imminent event that weekend when I come back. It's like all day on Saturday, so I definitely needed to be back for that. And I think that is all for today. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Catch you later. Okay, so I'm out walking my little girl, Scarlett. I dropped those videos, random videos from the last few weeks, so it's definitely been busy. Got back from Europe at the concert. I was in Pennsylvania for a week for work, so I was there. I did my training, my cardio, all the things, came back, and we started to dig back down. I definitely had a little travel snafu. I was supposed to fly back that Friday. Flight got indefinitely delayed, so I had to get rescheduled. The option was to basically get on a flight the next day. So I flew back Saturday, the 25th, and I went straight from the airport to an imminent event. It was so much fun. I got to connect with a lot of athletes from around the country, and that was just a great event. And then it's just been right back to the grind, getting back into the swing of things, just readjusting to just this new rhythm of life, of like this season of change. I'm preparing to move. Work has been very, very consistently busy. We're in the process of changing brokerage platforms. So we are moving from Interactive Brokers to Charles Schwab. So I need to spend some time learning that platform. I have been studying for my test, which I have been putting off. So the test will be on Monday. So fingers crossed that that piece of this will be done. Yes, so today is Tuesday. Rest of the week, I'm going to be just work, training, getting back into, you know, just my rhythm here. And then filling in the gaps with, I move June 11th and 12th. I mean, I have the whole weekend to move, but those are the 2 main days. So I'm really just trying to be proactive, go through stuff, pack stuff, move stuff to storage, pack up my winter stuff, move that to storage, just to make the move as easy as possible, because I am going to be in prep. If I get my qualification at Legions, then it won't be as intensive. Like, I think I could take those days as rest days or like cardio only days, and just focus on the move and get everything I need done so that I just feel good. But I'm excited. It's going to be my first time in my life living alone. Well, besides my babies. So, I'm in Plano right now, but I'm going to be moving to McKinney. So it's very central to just my day-to-day. So that is the plan. And right now, nothing has really changed with my training, my nutrition. We're just kind of following the course. We're seeing improvements. So not doing anything too crazy. Our goal is to come in like sub 125 here. We want to be lean, but we don't quite need to be as lean for the Arnolds, just because the caliber, we want to be in shape. We want to look the part. We don't want anything, you know, outside the norm. But do I need to be quite as hard or dry for a qualifying show as I am going into an Arnold or an Olympia? No. So just knowing, like for instance, Arnold UK, I had the first place physique, and that's standing against our current reigning Miss Olympia champion. So yes, the past couple shows she's been ahead of me, either a split decision or it was a 1 and 2. But coming into a qualifying show, it's very unlikely. You know, you don't get extra points for being a mile ahead of number 2. I only need to be ahead of number 2. So we're really trying to do what we can to preserve routine for the qualifying show, just because it is such a long season. Started prep in December. We had the Arnolds. I had a little bit of downtime, and now it's just trying to get that 2026 qualification. I was talking on a podcast today, and I was just kind of saying it is crazy because I've done 4 consecutive Olympias, and I remember at the very beginning I was like, I want to do 5. So if I can get my qualification early and kind of claim that 5 consecutive years, Fitness Olympia, I'll definitely feel proud of that. And so that's kind of where I'm keeping my mind. I'm not really thinking about the Olympia quite yet. I'm just focusing on step 1, get the qualification, get moved, settle into my new life, and go from there. So again, I got a new camera, so I will be moving my vlog back to my Osmo, and hopefully just makes it a little bit more easy to grab stuff throughout the day. So I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things here. We're a little less than 4 weeks out, so we are going to be chasing that Olympia qualification for 2026.